Hiya's and higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being present. This is a special birthday reading for those of you, those Cancers that were born on July 1st. If it is your birthday, welcome. Happy birthday to you. This is a very special gift that I like to give to everyone that has a birthday. I mean, being birthed is a miracle, and it's mysterious, it's mystical, just like you, Cancer. Please know that this is a general reading. There are approximately 367,000 people born every day. So please take what resonates for you and leave behind for others what does not. Okay? If it is not your birthday, but you were guided here, welcome. Anyone and everyone is welcome to watch this. You may want to see where the moon and Cancer are in your birth chart. Maybe perhaps you're particularly drawn to the moon, and you always have been. For some reason right now, I'm asked to bring down this lapis lazuli. This is for your throat chakra. This is about communication, speaking your truth, knowing when to say no or say yes, or have discernment in a conversation of what to share, what not to share, how to help yourself learn and grow without people pleasing or being taken advantage of, and also not doing that with others. So there's something with this. How this works is we will blow the candle out at the end of the reading on your behalf. So start thinking of maybe perhaps during this reading you'll find something that you want to manifest or set an intention toward, or you already know what it is. There are so many cards, decks out to use today. Before I do the reading, I always meditate and sometimes scry. And I did do a little scrying today with little meditation. So the messages I have, I'm going to share with you what came during the meditation. And as I do this, I will pull cards. This is I'm being guided to do something different. That's fine. That's normal. But there's something about out with the old, in with the new. And there's a cleansing that's necessary. Okay. So we're going to go into a little bit more depth about what came through in the meditation. But first I just want to share, cleansing came up. Spirit really wants you to know that they're looking out for you, and this is possibly an ancestor or a lost loved one, but they want you to know that they are looking after you, and they're always there, able to communicate. You just have to keep trying, practice meditation, be patient. Okay, patience is huge. That's a big one that kept coming up because I received the download, connect with your water. Connect with water. That is your element. That is how you are going to gain some more insight and clarity on this path, this journey that you're on at this time, for whatever it is that you're seeking. You know, what are your dreams? What are your hopes? What are your wishes? What would you like to come true in your life right now? So these are the things that are going to be happening. So there were quite a bit of animals that showed up in the scrying in my crystal ball. The tortoise came up. Tortoises have longevity, and they're very patient too. They also can represent the world. A bear came up. Bears are nurturing and protective. They also hibernate, so there's something about you emerging from hibernation coming up. Also, listen to your body when it needs to rest. That came up as I was meditating. And an eel showed. I had to look up the information on an eel. And their meaning, they're about endurance and perseverance. Something cool that I learned about them is they only move forward. Isn't that interesting? They only move forward. Yeah. Okay. So it's about persevering and making progress, not giving up, following through, continuing on the path that you want to do. Not allowing something that falls apart at first to just be, oh, well, I guess that's the universe saying it's not for me. And instead of allowing that to be your sign to end it and not consistent, not push forward, you're being asked to really make sure, is that really the intention, or was there a feeling about a loss or a sense of feeling regarding the outcome that hurt your feelings, or maybe failure is a struggle to deal with. Most humans do not like failure. Although failure is where we learn, failure is where we have the opportunity to grow. It's not always cupcakes and rainbows, that's for sure. So the eel and a reptile came up, which represents freedom. Reptiles are typically free. They're very intelligent and fast, super fast. Maybe you've seen a reptile. Maybe reptile is your animal spirit. But both the eel and the reptile, they're adaptable. They have adaptability. And so this is standing out for you as well. Your birthday is on a 1. The first of 1 is of the self. 1 is independence. 1 is all about you. And you can't have anything else without the 1. Aces, it's what you call the suit. I mean, the aces in any card deck, if you look at them, they are the strong suit. And they also can transform and change. And depending on the game you're playing, sometimes it can be a 1, sometimes it can be a high ace, a lower ace or a upper ace. So it's important to know the difference with this for someone here. Maybe perhaps you are a gambler or know how to work these trades. But Cancer, we know there are some things about you. Definitely you're guided by the moon. This is your heightened intuition that you have. Also your fears and desires, the emotions that you carry. Water is of the flow, and this is something that you have with you very dear. You're empathetic with others, which this can lead to that people pleasing, and this can be hard for you to say no sometimes, but it's important for you to take care of yourself first. This is not selfish. If you've been told this is selfish for you to take care of yourself first, then it's important for you to allow yourself to start breaking those old patterns and understanding what your true self, your authentic self. Okay, you are a moon child and family oriented. All right, so let's see what we have here. So far we've got be fearless, be glib, be enigmatic, read, and never give up. So it's important for you to read something here. Read a book, read a poem, just something today for your birthday. And you're actually, if you're watching the video, you are doing something. You're watching a reading. So, but this is saying, again, be fearless. So release any fear that you may have. And typically, it says interesting, July 1st, and the 1 is your birthday, and it starts the beginning of a new month. And so out with the old, in with the new. The cleansing, it was energy, materials, whether this is your home, your wardrobe, your transportation. There's something about changing this, replacing it, replenishing it, renewing it, remodeling it. Something about this of where it's a change. It's like that. The energy I felt was like your home and cleaning your home, like a spring cleaning, but it's summertime. Purging, letting go, making room for new to come in. And you are a cardinal sign, and you do start new beginnings. You bring about the heat of the summer, but you also are a water element, so you help that balance, The apple, speaking of balance, the apple, how is your nutrition these days? How are you treating your body? Are you eating fruit? Are you taking good care of yourself? What does this card, when you see these cards, check in with your body and yourself to see how you feel whenever you see them, okay? This is going to help you with your own intuition, and it's going to help you to understand more of what, on a deeper level, how you can connect with these cards individually on your own. And if you have your own decks, I encourage you to bring them out as well. And also pull yourself some cards while we're, affirming cards for yourself while we also pull cards. I do also have to say specifically that the candle, I went out seeking new candles yesterday, and the teal candle, which is the color of the oceans, happens to be my favorite color. And maybe it's your favorite color too, but it also resembles the color of water. So blue-green is my favorite, whether it's aquamarine, teal, blue topaz, anything that has that blue-green hue to it. And this candle this is the first one of the teal candles that we're using, this pillar candle here. So a new beginning. It's all new all the way around. And the apple in some religions, was the beginning of it all, wasn't it? So the 5 seeds that if you cut an apple horizontally, there's a star in the center of it made up of the seeds. And they all represent the 5 elements, the 4 elements of nature, plus the intuition, spirit, known as Akasha in Sanskrit. The apple was originally the symbol of Avalon, the enchanted island home of the priestesses in the legend of King Arthur. Morgan Le Fay herself comes from here. This card is telling you it's time to unite opposing complementary forces and find a magical equilibrium in the everyday. So some things, there may be some conflict or struggle that you're having. And this did come up earlier, was time and how you manage time and about getting sidetracked. Okay, you can get yourself a piece of jasper, put in your pocket and ground yourself if you would like, in order to help with grounding. Dark chocolate helps with grounding. Food, certain types of food help with grounding. Yeah, the apple. Let's see what else we have here. Unicorn, your third eye is awakening, or it is open. So the veil has been lifted. Once the veil is lifted, it is open, and it will not change anymore. So this is asking you to work with your third eye and embrace unicorn energy. This could also be speaking to you about getting in touch with Archangel Mary or Mary Magdalene. Archangel Mary is the angel that is with, let me just go ahead and bring Crow. Let's move you up here. Excuse me. Archangel Mary is the archangel that is related to the unicorns. Unicorns are her world. So are you drawn to unicorns at this time? Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that throat chakra right there. So there's something about unicorn energy helping you open up your throat, helping you set those boundaries that are needed and desired right now. Your mind's eye has begun to open. So if you're seeing things, if you're feeling things, if your dreams are being enhanced, you're getting more vivid visions. Maybe perhaps you're starting to see auras when you're out around others. This is a sign that your third eye is opening. Definitely remember to keep having patience and adaptability with this and reconnect. It's asking you to reconnect to your higher wisdom, your divinity. There's a desire and a need for all of us right now to remember who we were before we came here to Planet Earth School. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for the cleansing. Spirit, what would you like the Cancer birthdays to know about the cleansing? What would you like them to know? What is it that they really need to clean? Give us some more clarity on this. All right. So cleansing your balance with your finances, your wealth, what you have, what you're holding on to. And interestingly enough, so here you are, then the Six of Pentacles, giving. You are a king, and you are giving a beggar some money. You have plenty of this money in one hand, and in the other hand, you have a balance beam. This is also bringing up some energy for me, as like you are balancing, almost as like you're choosing how you're going to balance it, whether through discernment, because you're handing this person money, but over here you have a balance beam above this person. And there's like this red patch of clothing, almost as if you know that this person took a piece of your cloth away from you. And so you're giving this person money, whereas this person, what you're giving them is knowledge to learn to not steal from others. So balance not just with your wealth, with your items in your home that you're purging, that you're cleansing, but also there's a need to have discernment with others around you of who you give to, making sure that you are giving to a person that is really needing. You know, if you've ever seen homeless people on the side of the street and they're wearing brand new shoes, they've got a pet, they've got, you know, they're very clean. They look like they just came from like their first day of college or something. And you offer them a fruit. This actually happened to me once. I offered a homeless guy a cereal bar in my car because I didn't have cash on me. And he actually looked really rough. So there's that too. There's that side of looking like a beggar, like you don't have anything. But really, the guy said, no, I have plenty. I mean, he's standing on the side of the street holding up a cardboard sign, asking for money. And when I roll my window down to offer him a cereal bar or an apple, he literally was like, no, thanks, I have plenty. I mean, okay. It just seems like to me, if you're living on the streets, even if you don't want to eat, even if you don't like cereal bars, it seems like you could negotiate and use that on the street to get something else you want. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's very interesting to me, but there's something to this about knowing and recognizing when you see someone, knowing someone authentic, knowing someone yourself versus knowing someone through someone else. You can't always believe what you hear. And sometimes you can't always believe what you see. So there's that. Okay. So with your cleansing, this is cleansing your mind, cleansing your soul, cleansing your home and your spaces, and also the giving part of what you're cleansing, you're purging away. Make sure that whatever it is, especially if it's something that's special to you, but it was gifted to you through an ex or something like that, and you just want to release it, you know, you want to make sure that you want to gift that to someone who's going to honor what it is. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Spirit is looking after you. Let's see. What is the spirit? You're looking after them. What would you like them to know about this, about you looking after them? And about you looking after them. Okay. All right. We got the Death card and the Queen of Cups. Okay. This is affirming the necessary need, which was my next question anyway, was about the connection with your water element. Okay. So, it's important that you go through an ego death, dark night of the soul, Maybe you're actually going through one of those right now. It can feel isolated, alone. You have a lot of thoughts running through your brain. A lot of thoughts that aren't really, that aren't positive. You know, the ego mind keeps us in fear and wants us to stay in that space. And actually, the death card is stating that transformation is coming, to where you're going to know on a deeper level that spirit is with you. You know, you're going to know, you may know now that your ancestors or spirit guides are looking after you. You may know this now on a surface level, but you're going to go through a transition, a transformation that's going to actually help you to understand really on a deeper level what you, maybe you don't know who this ancestor is. Maybe you don't know who the lost loved one is. You could have never, you know, lived on earth at the same time as this ancestor is with you. So finding out who this is that's been helping you, because you know you're getting help right now. This is for someone out there. Somebody is getting help right now, and they understand all of this is resonating on a deep level. And what is important for you to know right now is your answers to your questions are coming. They are coming, and it's important for you to have patience, trust the process, and be adaptable to it. If you get any inclinations or guidance, whether this is through your gut, your intuition, inner child, just a download, something from, I don't want to say just, because downloads are extremely important. That's information you receive from source. It's like a knowing that you just have, like these clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience. There's a lot of clairs out there, and they're all psychic abilities that everybody in this world holds. Everybody, anybody can do this. It's just tapping into that ability. And sometimes you ask for this, and other times it's just the story that was written long ago. So death, I happen to really, sometimes death freaks people out because it can mean literal death. If you've had a death in your family, my condolences to you. That is difficult, no matter, even if you understand the process of evolution and death and rebirth, it's still very difficult, and it's still important to recognize that where you are right here and now, and you're a human on earth. So even, you know, like as above, so below, the magician, thinking of how being a conduit, a bridge, but also like knowing that you are a human, you have feelings and emotions, and you're going to miss the person. So if you have experienced that, know that you still have an opportunity. We know that time continues. Change is inevitable. The wheel will keep turning, and each day is going to be different. Each day, different emotions will come and rise, but you are going to have this death experience, or perhaps the rebirth, is going to come with the Queen of Cups. And you will find this with this Queen of Cups. This is really strong, emotional, mature leader, a feminine leader with not cruel, but emotional maturity in her love for unity, her love for herself, her love for everyone around that she looks after in her kingdom, and her love for the sacred cup that she's holding. So this could represent you, or this could represent someone else in your life that maybe perhaps comes to mind when you're thinking of as a mentor that can help you get over this, help you embrace or get beyond the death. Typically, this death is slower, and that's why patience is coming in. That's why patience began your reading. Oh, X marks the spot. That's the very last note that I have wrote down for you from the meditation. And yeah, you're going to have this Queen of Cups energy here come in And she's going to like help you rebirth into this new beautiful flower. It's not to say you weren't beautiful before. Of course you were, just in a different way. There's always something within ourselves that we would like to be different. It's important to take the judgment, the good and bad out, and just, classify it for what it is. It's something that you no longer want because it's not serving you. Whether this is an addiction, an old pattern, it could be saying a cuss word all the time, it could be eating apples all the time, or eating chocolate all the time. I mean, it could be something about sugar or something about what you're drinking. Our body is the vessel that carries our soul. So it is of the most importance that we do honor it and take care of it. It's important that we understand just how powerful we are. The body can really heal itself if we connect our mind with our body. And that is what has been asked of us recently, that's been coming up in the collective, is connecting the mind and the body, the mind and the heart, and coming from the heart. When your heart chakra is open and balanced, you are not a people pleaser. You know how to, because you care and love yourself unconditionally, and you have a good self-esteem, a solid self-esteem. Your self-value, the way you value yourself is impeccable. You care more about yourself than you ever did. When gossip comes around, maybe before you loved it and you listened and you were part of it. Maybe you were the gossiper. And now you kind of sit back and you're like, okay, well, things aren't always what they seem. Things may look like this, but they're not always that. And you may even say the words, because I just heard a download, who am I to judge? Who are you to judge? Especially if you're around someone gossiping about someone you don't even know, or even especially if it's someone you know. So just make sure you're using your own discernment and you're giving, but when you're giving, you're choosing wisely who you gift. Okay. Know that this is the number 13. There are 13 moon cycles. 13 is a amazing number. There's so much behind the number 13, and it also reduces to the number 4, which are all the elements. There's something elemental with you. We've mentioned there's the 5 elements, and we've also mentioned this. We have the cups here. We have earth. So we have your water, and we have stability with the ground, with this balance. Death is actually a Scorpio card, so it's also a water card. Yeah. Oh, wow, look, X marks the spot. And there's X's right there. That's where those X. Skull and crossbones. Yep, X marks the spot. Okay, you are being asked to call upon Rama and Sita for holy union, soulmate connection, romantic opportunity, holy union. So this is what's going to come for you. Making sure you can see that card. This is what's coming for you, a holy union. And for many of you, I feel this is a holy union with yourself. But for some, it will be a soulmate connection. It will be the one that is meant to be with you and will be with you. Okay? So a romantic opportunity, and perhaps this romantic opportunity is you want to play, maybe you want to play around and not get serious, but it happens to get serious quickly. And soulmates, it's a thing. Their necklaces, the jewelry, they're in this gold, and the gold is really giving me ancient Egypt feelings. And this looks like the caduceus sign of like medicine, balance, kundalini. And she's wearing a heart, like a, looks almost like a garnet over top of her. Yeah. So this couple, Rama and Sita, are associated with the festival of light, Diwali. They're Hindu personifications of divine masculine and feminine. A magical couple. So if you're challenged right now in your relationship, they're going to come in and help you with this, okay? So what feels like the end may just be an opportunity to come out healthier and happier with both. Yeah. To help you, those who are ready to open, are you ready to open your heart to love? Because oftentimes, even if you've been in a relationship for years, it could still be you close your heart off somewhere, and it's time to reopen that and let that love flow out. And sometimes it wouldn't matter who was in the situation. That love, if that love is blocked within and you're in a relationship, you know, you may not be acting yourself. But if you aren't in a relationship, the universe is presenting some opportunities for you to experience a real, authentic, soul-to-soul connection. Wow, what a birthday gift that is. Okay, on the count of 3, we are going to blow this candle out. 1, 2, 3. And as the smoke rises, may your dreams and wishes rise too. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.